Hey kids, Christina Previte from New Jersey Divorce Solutions. I just wanted to come on here and talk about something that I hear frequently and which kind of pisses me off. And I wanted to give you a lawyer's perspective. So I constantly hear people say things like, oh, so and so got divorced, or I got divorced, and I got screwed because I had a bad lawyer. I bet you a bunch of you have heard that before, and I have to say it's kind of bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on it. Are there some bad lawyers out there? Yeah, of course. Do some people get a bad deal because they had a bad lawyer? Sure, I'm sure that happens. But there's not some epidemic out there of people getting a bad deal because they had a bad lawyer. It's just not happening. And I'm going to tell you why. Because day one, when you set foot in your lawyer's office, it's already determined what you're going to get. The law provides what you're going to get. There's a range. So alimony is within a certain range. Child support is going to be within a certain range. Equitable distribution, it just sort of is what it is. I can assure you that your divorce is not different than anybody else's. There's no unique legal issue. There's, not your husband or your wife is not the absolute worst that has ever existed. Everybody thinks that. It's just simply not true. Is there occasionally a case that has a complex legal issue? Yes. Is there occasionally a case that will make new law? Sure. But those are rare. Most of the people that go to a lawyer and get a divorce, there's nothing new and interesting happening there. Whatever lawyer you have, as long as they are someone who practices exclusively family law and divorce, and they're doing it all the time, and they've been doing it a long time, they can tell you with pretty accurate precision what you're entitled to and what you're probably going to end up with. So when people say they got a bad deal, what they really mean is they didn't get what they wanted. They don't like the law. They don't like what the law provides for them or what the law allows for them, or they don't like what the law basically requires them to give the other spouse, and they're disgruntled about that. That's what they're disgruntled about. But there is no lawyer that can change the law for you. It's just not going to happen. So what you really need when you go to your lawyer, you need someone who's going to help you plan, someone who's going to give you an honest opinion about how the law applies to your case, what a realistic settlement or what a realistic outcome looks like for you, and talk to you about how to plan moving forward so that you can figure things out, so that you can figure out how much am I going to be paying or how much am I going to be getting? What is my financial picture going to look like when this is all said and done? And then fine-tune some things. There are ways to compromise when you settle that you can't do if you go to court. There's just certain things that a judge does not have the authority to do that you and your attorney could do in a settlement that's more creative and helps you plan for what's really important to you and what you need to prioritize moving forward. So please don't listen to those people that say they got screwed because they had a bad lawyer. It really, in most cases, it just doesn't happen. So the best way for you to protect against that, just get a lawyer who's been practicing enough time. I would say, probably at least 5 years in strictly family law. I would say maybe even a little longer. But if it's someone who does strictly family law and they've been doing that for 10 years or more, and check out their reviews online. If they have more good reviews than bad reviews, then I would say there's a pretty good chance that that person knows what they're doing. But you should, make sure that you feel comfortable with him or her. But that's my feeling. If you think you had a bad lawyer, I would dare you to call me. I will speak to you for free. And I want to hear this story because you didn't have a bad lawyer.